Hi, Susan Modest here. And today I'm going to be talking about the bare minimum that you need to market something online or to start an online business. And the reason I wanted to do that, I have a special person in mind that she's very, very new to online marketing, but she saw an opportunity and she wants to change her life and she's just not 100% sure where to start. The number one thing I would say is that it, first of all, takes some time. Nobody's gonna, come out of the gates and know all the answers and be a stellar marketer right out of the gates. But the other thing I would encourage you is that it's not hard. It's just a series of things that you do and you repeat. The problem comes in when you give yourself some kind of unrealistic timetable to get results. So I know that you started a business because you are eager to make money. And in some cases, you can make money right out of the gates. That might be dependent on who you're showing your offers to and also just how much experience you had when you started marketing that particular product. But in most cases, if you are brand new, like anything else, it takes a little bit of time. The question for you is whether or not it's worth it. And if the answer to that is yes, it's worth it, I want to make this extra money, or I want to be able to replace my current income. Oh, I have a specific goal. I'm getting married this next summer, or Christmas, I want to travel, and you have a goal and it's worth it to you, then understand that it takes some time to get results and you have to put the work into it. The work is going to include training. And so for anything that I introduce, there is training available. There's marketing training available to you. There's also my help that's available to answer questions. And in most cases, I'm going to refer you to training videos or training material that's already been made. And the reason for that is because, and you're going to duplicate that too. The reason for that is because it's made so that it can just be sent and people can go through it. Because everybody, it's very simple. And it's the investment of your time to be able to learn. And then if there's something unclear from that, then I'm more than glad to answer any questions. But I try to make sure that the questions are answered in the material so that not only can I answer, but then when you need to duplicate, you can send that to your people as well, and that can do the answering for you. So just be prepared to invest some time. Don't set unrealistic expectations and then get disappointed. Don't think that, this week you are going to make thousands of dollars if this is your first time marketing something. The potential may be there to make $1,000 weeks. It's certainly there. I even have a program that can teach you how to do that. But other than that, just expect that there's going to be some time for you to learn like anything else. Is it worth it to you? If it's worth it to you, do it. Go ahead, put your time in, invest it. And the more that you learn, the more that you're going to be able to teach and help others, which is actually the model for the businesses that I actually help you to create. So bare minimum, what do you need besides that mindset that I was just telling you about? Obviously, you need a product. Try to get something that resonates with you in some way, something that you see a use for, or something that you see solving other people's problems. But certainly the product that you pick is up to you. If you're an affiliate marketer or even a network marketer who knows how to use online strategies, you may have more than one product or set of products that you offer. I have more than one as well. But at the very minimum, you need a product to sell, yours or somebody else's. Social media accounts, because a lot of the strategies that you can use just starting off are going to be social media strategies. If they're free, they're going to be either Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, YouTube. You're going to see videos like this, and then people can just always come to it. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. But social media accounts. Focusing strictly on Facebook, if you're starting off, that's what I would suggest if you're just starting off, is to focus on Facebook. Couple things with Facebook. make sure that you build up your friends list. You want to have no less than 2,500 friends, and you want to try to work your way up to the full 5,000. If you're one of those people who feel like, you just don't want to be connected with those kinds of people, well, then be prepared to use paid strategies. Okay. If you don't want to have 5,000 people on your list who you really don't know, like you've never personally spent time with them, and so they're virtual strangers, just understand that with the internet, we can connect based on interests. And I have another video that explains how you can connect with people who may be interested in also becoming business owners. And then it might be like a natural partnership for you to talk with them about what you have. I also have a video about how to kind of get those, the curiosity peak for people to ask you on your Facebook account. And all kinds of social media, you can find trainings. You could just search YouTube for Instagram trainings and Snapchat and all of that. But definitely take the time on your social media accounts. The other thing with Facebook is that I would recommend that you build up a business or fan page. The reason for that is because you're eventually going to want to experiment with ads. And you can't run ads from your personal account. In fact, never spam your personal account with links and things that look very, very salesy, because actually that's against Facebook policy. Okay, so the way that I will teach you is to just talk to people about what you're doing, create curiosity, and have them reach out to you, usually by Messenger, and ask you for some more information. That way you're not violating Facebook policies and you get your account shut down, which you do not want, okay? But if you have a fan page, then you can market to your heart's content, including paid ads. And there's ways to get very, very cheap marketing and advertising done through Facebook ads, and then really make it very strategic and targeted in your Facebook ads. And I'll probably do a video about that some other time. So definitely, so far we talked about product, social media accounts. The next thing you need is a marketing system. And here's why I say that. You can just put out posts that initiate or elicit curiosity and then just respond to those. You can do that. But then you're only working within your list, and you're only working with Facebook's algorithm as to who's seeing it and all of that. But what you really want is a way that, a place that you can send everybody. So a link that you can send everybody where they're getting all the information they need to know about your product or your opportunity. And they're also now on what's called your your email list. And then you have a chance to continue communicating with the people who showed interest. And you can do that through a marketing system. And a marketing system can also, the marketing systems that I use also include training. So that's where I say that anybody I work with is going to get the training that they need. They're going to get it from me, or they're going to get it from the marketing systems that I connect them with. And so I will actually put links for the marketing system that I use most. And there are some others, like, if I have another program running that has a better marketing system or a more targeted marketing system to that particular product, then that's case by case. And I will, of course, share that with anybody who joins me. But that marketing system, go through the training if the training's available, which it is in mine. And then just know that that's where you're going to make those capture pages where people put in their email address. And now you can continue to communicate with them and develop that relationship. Because as I've said before in other videos, but I'm just going to repeat it in case you've just stumbled upon this video, it sometimes takes, excuse me, 7 or more exposures to your product or business for people to actually make a decision and move on it, okay? So if you introduce somebody to something and you think it's the best thing out and you just don't understand why they didn't take it, it's just human nature, okay? Some people are procrastinators, some people are like, analyzers to no end, that's them. And it's not necessarily the problem with you or your product. It's just that once you understand that about human nature, then you want to work with that understanding. So this marketing system is going to allow you to continue that exposure of your product to the people who are interested in it. Traffic. Now, I've talked about that before. Again, I have other videos. I've talked about being able to send traffic, which are people seeing what you offer, to be able to pay for traffic on a very limited budget, sometimes like $17 for like, I think it was 50 clicks of people seeing your offers. So if you got one sale out of that and your product earned you $80 or whatever, then that was worth it for the 17.50. So, that's the way you need to think. You have to think more like a business person than a consumer. You can't be thinking about, oh my gosh, I'm spending all this money. Think about what you're going to get. And sometimes the investment is up front of, maybe the product, the membership, if there's a membership fee, and then the marketing system, and then your traffic. Those might be all up front, but when you think about it in terms of what you will get as you continue this process, then it makes it all worth it. The other type of traffic is the free media strategies. Usually it's not anywhere on the scale on the predictability of paid traffic, but it is free. Have a video on that. In fact, what I'll do is I will put a video, and if I can figure out how to do the card, I guess it will be there. But don't hold me to that because I haven't done cards yet in my video. So forgive me if it's wrong. If not, it'll be in the description. All right. And then you need a system of follow-up. So that's something where you as a business person decide exactly how you're going to follow up with these leads. Now, if you have a marketing system, then the emails are kind of doing some follow-up for you. But, you might get a response to a specific email where the person just writes you back with some questions. Figure out how you are going to respond to that. Like, what is your schedule going to be for responding to the emails? If it's going to be first thing in the morning, or, if you have a job, maybe as soon as you come home or after you decompress a little bit and you dedicate a couple hours to your business, that you might be responding to those. If it's something where you've done it through Facebook, what's going to be your follow-up? There's even a program that I have used in the past that is automated, and this is only through my fan or business page, that it's an automated follow-up that would give the information to anybody who commented, like info or whatever. But that is not, I don't use any automatic software on my personal profile. For one thing, that again, Facebook intends for you to use that for personal stuff. So you get into this territory that's kind of tenuous and you can get flagged. You don't want to play that game and get your account shut down. But also those people tend to be more personal type connections. So I would just, respond to their if they said info, if they commented info, or if they reached out to me by message and asked me for, some more information about what I was talking about, then I will just, of course, answer their questions, get the conversation going. If it requires that I take it away from the online format to the offline format where we do a phone call, that's something you have to be prepared to do, especially if you're doing some of the higher ticket stuff like my $1,000 per day plan. Oftentimes you are going to do that, and then people just want to know who they're connecting with. So if somebody's interested in something and they want to have a phone call, then that's going to be maybe part of your follow-up process. Or, I've even done like Zoom meetings, and you can get a Zoom account for free to be able to just start things off with. So this doesn't have to be a heavy, heavy expense. But anyway, so the minimum you need, assuming your mindset is right, will be product, social media accounts, a marketing system, traffic, paid and unpaid, and then a system of follow-up. That's it. And then just keep repeating it. Keep repeating it and expect that the results are going to come. Work on your mindset. Do a lot of mindset development. I did another video on the way you can start your morning to remain positive. And you can do all the research that you want to on people who have been able to accomplish a lot, and they protect their mindset and they build their mindset to say that they can, that something is going to work. I believe that we create our reality. So if you are just starting off in the marketing world online and you're wondering if you can do it, first thing I'm going to say is convince yourself, tell yourself you can do it, because you can. Nothing I said here was difficult. And if you really look around the online marketing space, no offense to my friends who are great in online marketing, but they're not necessarily restricted to the smartest people or people who have had the smoothest backgrounds. You know, so anybody can literally do this. Lots of times people lack the mindset to do it. That's where they fail. They want to make the sale the first time they talk to somebody. They get disappointed when they don't, and they give up and they say, shoot, that didn't work. It's not that it didn't work. You gave up a little too soon, and you gave up because your mindset wasn't like girded up, you didn't reinforce it daily like you need to. Get around the right people too, people who are doing the same thing that you're doing, and people who've had results. Because then you for a while can believe based on their results. And then eventually you'll start getting your results. And with every sale you make, you'll be more confident about the next sale coming. And you might scale up to higher ticket stuff because, you know, a sale is a sale once you can learn how to do it, and once you can learn to identify the people who that program or product is going to solve their problems, then you can market to them, and it makes perfect sense. You've done them a service and they repay that through an exchange of currency. So I will list these again in the description box. Hope this makes sense to you. Comment below with any thoughts or questions. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I've been forgetting to say that, but please do subscribe, and I will always be trying to put things here that I think were helpful to me, and hopefully will be helpful to you. But you can feel free to tell me what you'd like to hear more about as well. And also I invite you to join my Facebook group, and I'll put a link for that in the description box as well, because that is a place where people who are like you trying to build something online can connect, and we can also have more of a discussion. So have a great day, and thank you for watching.